know, bro. I don't know, honestly. Of course, it's going. You feel me? More like streaming wise, but I feel like at some point artists are gonna find a way to get away from that type of cycle and kind of like cutting out the middleman and being like a way to get directly with their streamers and followers and you get what I'm saying?
I mean, they're already doing it now. It's just not. Well, it's popular, but at the same time, it's not gonna get to a mainstream level because it cuts out the middleman. So you can, like I said,
Nah, it would. It would. I feel. I feel most of the Okay, so really, I feel the major labels are showing their tactics, moves, and stuff like that with other independent labels, and you get what I'm saying. Like people are picking up game. Like people are picking up game from the majors, and it just goes down the line. You get what I'm saying, and people just pick it up. So I feel like if an artist like developed a team, which most artists are now finally doing, you get what I'm saying, then yeah, I definitely feel like they could make and go mainstream just like, like Glorilla, for example. Not gonna lie, if Glorilla had her own like way to like keep 100% of the money for her music, just, well, not like on record deal and stuff, but like streaming wise, then I really feel like she could have still done it with the people she got on her team.
in order to get to the level she's at, I'm not saying it wouldn't be possible, but it's a lot more work. That's just what it is. And if you
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, it is.
if you're trying to go like that, it's gonna take a lot more work than a lot of people are not gonna do. That's why I don't think it's gonna get as popular because I think people underestimate the money, the time, and the preparation it takes to do that and get that for what you do. And everyone's aspirations for being an artist are different. Now, some people who don't want to be like a major label type success, that's gonna be easier to do. But the people who want that, that's gonna be a lot harder to do without a middleman or without that backing.
No, I'm not saying that they would have to do it without the backing, but there's gatekeepers when it comes to. I feel like the gatekeepers are giving through though. Like I feel like the gatekeepers are getting younger. The younger people are catching on to what the older people were doing, and what promo and marketing wise. So I feel like yeah, it's all gonna be internet. Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You still gonna get paid through them, of course, for what you post, but distributing your music wise, I feel like some artists would do that themselves instead of through the middleman. Well, I don't want to say the middleman, but instead of going through such and such to distribute their music through Apple Music, you would go directly to Apple Music. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there won't be like, starting out DistroKid, yes. I feel like every artist, you get what I'm saying? That's cool. Heck, that's real good. But I feel like the more mainstream the artist gets, I feel like they'll just start hiring their own teams to communicate to Apple Music and Spotify themselves instead of somebody else just like, you get what I'm saying? Like the baby has his own distributing company. You get what I'm saying? He has his own distribution, so he can conversate with Apple, Spotify. I feel like every artist should set themselves up like that instead of, you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
Okay.
it's still backing, but it's not like,
So you just cutting out distributors. That's what you're saying.
yeah, because Apple Music and Spotify, they got agents. So like, you can talk, like you can have an agent with Spotify. Like you can have an agent with Spotify and talk to them when it comes to like, your streams and how your profile is set up and, da da da. You don't really have to distribute through DistroKid. You could distribute through the agent. I mean, of course it's a fee, but it's a fee for DistroKid.
Yeah, I heard back in the early days of Apple or iTunes, whatever it used to be called, it didn't. You only had to have like a small requirement to be a distributor on there. So
Bro, you don't even have to have any streams. You can be a new artist, no streams, and literally go up, get you an agent, and be putting your music out straight to Apple Music or straight to Spotify. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta find an agent that's right for you, that's gonna set up, how you need, and that's gonna charge you, a good setup fee. So
AKA, you need to have motion already and some money already to get that move done properly. It's all about the money. Let's just keep it real. Don't matter what level. It's all about the money. I don't care who you are, what you do, it's all about the money. Not saying it's the sole reason for you to do something or be involved, but when it comes down in this business shit, it's all about the bottom line of the dollar or the peso or whatever currency you in. It's always about the money. It's not a bad thing, but once you understand that, it gets a lot easier for you mentally.
hey, so question. Whatever happened when the artists were doing all the NFTs and stuff, and is that still a thing?
Yeah, but it died.
So do people still invest in it?
Some do, some don't. I can't tell you much, but that's just, it died because I think what happened was it was just a fad. Not saying it doesn't have any value still, but for what they were trying to use it and do it for, pretty much from what I've seen so far, I could be wrong again, you already kind of have to have a fan base for it to be profitable. As far as like the NFTs and the cryptocurrencies, like I made a coin and all that shit. And half them shits were scams anyway.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's definitely. I feel like artists will make a way for their fans to invest into them directly, if that makes sense.
Patreon, OnlyFans, if you're into that. Memberships for YouTube, live streaming. It's a bunch of ways artists can have their audience invest into them without going through or not just by making music. They just have to set it up and build a fan base and an audience.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say like. I don't think it'll be. I feel like it'll be more like a stock. Like I don't feel like it'll be like a subscribe for this and see this. Like I feel like it'll be more like a. You get what I'm saying? Like invest this, invest. A certain amount of money to get a share of my next project. You get what I'm saying? And
That's kind of what people were using NFTs for in a sense in crypto, but half like say half of them were scams and all that, and people weren't doing it ethically, so that's why it failed. But so like Kickstarter campaigns, you can also do something like that with a Kickstarter. But I don't know how that market-wise work as far as, hey, you get to share. But I believe that's through blockchain and stuff like that. Again, that's above my pay grade right now. So go to a professional conversationalist about that in particular in depth, but I believe that's what that's about. Y'all might know somebody, or if you're that somebody, put it in the comment section, we'll talk about it next time. Or we'll have you on the show some. I don't know. But yeah.
I feel like it's a good lineup though, for the most part. I feel like it's pretty solid.
Long,
Better than last year.
debatable. Long story short, each year it gets incrementally worse because it just seems like who do we remember from the class before that actually stayed around? Who do we remember still?
Nobody. But okay, so. But again, who's blown for real since like 2020?
No Diddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, no Diddy. But who's made it for real since like 2020 and like it's still around? Was she on the freshman last year?
I think so.
Oh well, yeah. So that's one. That's good right there. That's one. That's one right there. I don't know who else was on there, but you feel me? I don't really know too many people that's like done it like real big and like still around. And I feel like the people who did are kind of like dying down, like Lil Baby. You don't think so?
No, I 100% agree with that statement because he got to change. He had to change his style, sound, all that, or just do what he's been doing but better. He's keep talking and rapping about the same shit over the same beats. Now lately, the few songs he's been dropped, he did with Central C and all that, it was alright. But how's he gonna build? But also, I think he kind of fucked up not leaning into his new audience when he did the "It's Bigger Than Me." I think that's the name of that track. The Bigger Picture. Damn, wrong track. When he did that, not saying he should have like all the way went woke or activist mode, but at least have inklings about it in the records instead of just say I'm not gonna do this shit no more. Cause you show people a side that they don't see from younger artists, and you just abandoned it. Like it was even older people that was like, yo, I don't listen to the young dudes, but I fuck with that track. Cause it was about some real shit. That's the main thing. It was about some real shit that people beyond age, that wasn't an age track. That was that's some real shit. Some real shit going on. Now fuck, he's speaking on some real shit. But that shows though, and even with the new sounds, it's over trap beat and all that. It won't like a boom bap shit. It was over trap beat. It was in a new era from a newer artist. But he's talking about some real shit going on. Which means real shit can still be respected in the music when you saying something. Like when you say something when you say something in music, even if you trap whatever you do, and if you make it do it in a way that's fire or actually good to a point, people will respect it. But it's just when people do the same rap about the same shit all the time, that's what don't get respected, because it's just like, oh, or not saying nothing. I ain't talking about shit. It's just like, bro, I heard this from X, Y, and Z artists, blah, blah, blah. Not saying he was the only one talking about something like that in music, but he was the one that was younger and popular that was talking about it. It's not, and it sounded authentic. That's the thing. It sounded authentic. It didn't sound like, oh, he was pandering. It sounded authentic.
Yeah, I don't think he had that much auto-tune on that one either.
Exactly the point.
Yeah, so. Yeah. You know, the older people don't really mess with auto-tune, so that's probably why he grabbed them too. You know.
Like I said, it was the content. He was saying some real shit at the time that a lot of people was probably thinking or going through, but they just won't saying it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he could drop a song or two and come back for sure.
I mean, he trying to right now.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna click though.
We going
I
for
feel
band
like
for band. We going for M for M. You ain't heard that new joint?
Hell no.
Joint got with Central C? Take it for bun for a bun. Take it for M for M for M. Like, you ain't heard it?
Heck no. I ain't heard it.
I tried to help out right there, but damn. We can go band for band. We can go M for M. You ain't heard that?
Definitely ain't heard it. Don't even sound familiar.
Oh damn. Have you even heard of Central C?
No.
Okay.
Who is he? He's a UK artist?
I don't know if he's from there, but he has that sound. My bad for not doing research. I don't know where Central C is from, but he's from overseas. I know that for sure. With that being said, this is episode such and such. So why the do you make music podcast? My name is Retro Dre. You can follow me at retro__Dre on all platforms except TikTok. It is retro d.r.e on there. Where can they find you at, sir?
It's D2M Ty. You can find me at D2M Ty on all platforms. Let's talk.
All right, that's it for us. And we out. I don't know how this is going to sound at all. Passing that mic back and forth is crazy.